Okay, now that Caroline has left, I've started recording for her.
Were the other recordings recorded for after April 11th?
Yes, they're in.
Oh, they are?
They are.
Oh.
Here we go. So I got 2a plus 1, 2a plus 3, 2a plus 5. And what are we told? What's the question telling us to do with these values? The sum of the smallest and largest. So which of these is the smallest? Which one's the largest? What am I going to do with those things? Add them. So 2a plus 1 plus 2a plus 5 equals 18. Now we're going to simplify. So hold on. No, it doesn't die. No, we are told that we want 3 consecutive odd integers. Here they are. And we want to find these 3 numbers such that the smallest plus the largest is 18. We don't have to use the middle one to find them all for this one. So Nika asked, well, why are the brackets there? The brackets are there because I'm forcing them there because I want you guys to see exactly which expressions represent which numbers. 2a plus 1 is the first. 2a plus 5 is the second. Because I'm not multiplying in by anything, I can now drop those things. So this is just going to be 2a plus 1 plus 2a plus 5 equals 18. I can group my like terms. If I group my like terms, what am I going to get? 4a plus equals 18. I can take away 6, giving me 4a equals, just a normal voice, that's fine, 12. In fact, deeper is better. Now I divide both by 4. A is 3 an odd integer? Yes, so the temptation is going to be, oh, my first one's 3. Is my first one actually 3? No. My first one is actually 7. Because I'm going to take my 3 here, and I'm going to plug it in here. So I'm going to go 2 times 3 plus 1 equals, so then my next odd integer has to be, and then my next odd integer has to be, and is the sum of the smallest and the largest 18? You betcha. So I got 7 and 11. When you find your value for the variable, you have to ask yourself, am I actually done, or do I have to go plug this in somewhere else?
So why did you plug it in there? Why not in the middle one since we didn't use that one? Or is that just...
I had to plug it into all 3.
Oh.
Okay. Once I showed you one in more detail, we just did the other 2 in our head. Okay, so I'm going to start you on your homework. The homework's not in order, I apologize. Flip till you find the why did they arrest the automobile factory worker? That is what I want y'all to do right now. To start at least, I'm going to interrupt you very shortly. I want you to start with this one, and then I'm going to interrupt you, and we're going to go back and look at age problems as well. I just want to walk around and make sure we're all good with the consecutive number stuff. Why happens when it does? Here we are. Okay, embrace intention. How are we doing with consecutive number stuff? Are you comfortable with it? How you feeling? Angel, how we feeling with this stuff? Consecutive number stuff? Is it okay? Okay. Gentlemen, how are we feeling with consecutive number stuff? Yes, I do not want you guys to just do these things in your head. I am going to crank up the numbers, and I'm going to try and screw you. Those of you who have been guessing, I'm going to try and get you. So, learn this technique. Because I know, as much as I say that, there's a whole bunch of you who still practice this. Actually use the technique. Otherwise, it's going to bite your head. I don't normally do that, but for when I'm trying to force a technique, then I'm going to get you. How are you doing?
Oh, equals.
Fantastic.
And then we
Arwen
add
and Amber.
yeah.
And Arwen, how you doing? Jacob and Armand, how we feel with this stuff? Okay. Jennifer, sit up. Come back with me. Yes? You're not filling me with confidence here. Yes or yes? I mean, I'm happy to help you, but I just need to be like, I actually need help. Okay, us two. How are we doing? Okay. I know Rebecca's good. I know Presley's good. Let's look at the in between. How come you have everyone's garbage?
Oh, it's just me.
Yeah, how come you have everyone's garbage? But how come she doesn't have your garbage?
I don't know how I'm here originally.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna put it on her basket.
Rebecca's getting all of it.
Yeah, there you go.
How are you two feeling with this stuff?
We're fine.
Good. Okay, I'm happy with that.
You got negative.
Okay, back row.
The negative 14 plus negative 15. For the eight? Oh
Okay.
wait, we're actually supposed to solve it too.
Because I wanted them to be consecutive and I didn't care if they were even or odd. So A was the integer I started with. To get the next one, add 1. I want to go from 2 to 3. Add 1. I want to go from 57 to 58. Add 1. So if I don't care if they're even or odd, you just pick an integer to start with a.
Oh yeah, that's just
Add 1 to
away.
the next one. And then adding 2 to that one. If I want to get from 2 to 3 and then 3 to 4, go from the first to the second, I add 1. Go from the second to the third, I add 1 again. Or I start the first one and I add 2. That's why I got to get this 48. So if you want 2 consecutive integers whose sum is 45, if the first integer is a, the second integer is going to be right? Technique? Yeah, it's going to be a plus 2a and a plus 1. Give it a shot. Anyone else have garbage? I'm collecting garbage. Nobody else has garbage for me? No, I'm going to interrupt you though, because there's a second style of problem I would like to go over today as well. 2 styles of problems. So, Har, when you said before we move on, you had a question.
Do you want me to ask you while you're doing it or right now?
Ask me right now. Letter T, here we go. Let me grab my scrap paper. Here we go. The question says, I want to find 3 consecutive even integers. Okay, so before I even read any further, what are the 3 consecutive even integers going to be? No, you tell me what they are. You decide what they are.
Oh, variables. Okay. A.
Does A guarantee evenness? Question wants them to be even. 2A. Coefficient always goes in front of the variable. So if 2A is my first one, what's my second one going to be? Using this. So this is my first number. How do I get the next even number? How do I go from this even number to the next one? I add 2 to it, yeah. So it's going to be 2A plus 2. And I want 3 consecutive. So then what's my next one going to be? It's not going to be 2A plus 3. It'll be 2A plus 4. So now question T says, now I continue. Question T says, I want to find these 3 consecutive even integers such that the sum of the smallest and the largest is 36. So this is just like the last example we did. I want the smallest one plus the largest one to equal 36. So 2A plus 2A plus 4 equals 36. And then solve. So I can group my terms. 4A plus 4 equals 36 minus 4 minus 4. A is going to equal 8. Right? Because 36 minus 4 is 32 divided by 4 is 8. But then what we got to do, is 8 one of my numbers? Well, no, because my first number was 2A. So now I take my 8 and I shove it back in there. So that's going to be 16. I shove it in here. That's going to be 18. I shove it in here. It's going to be 20. So these are my 3 numbers. And that is question T. Question K and question R are good questions. I will leave you to them. I believe in you. Mostly. Flip the page. I want you to flip and find this. Flip back. Find the age problems. Because it wanted the sum of the first and the last. It said add the smallest plus the largest. Okay, so here is yet another style of problem. Eminent. You ready? You studying for English? Good luck. Here's the next style of problem, age problems. So age problems are questions like this. A father is now only 3 times as old as his son, but 8 years ago the father was 5 times as old as their son. How old are they now? Or find their present ages. There's all sorts of ways these things can get worded. What you've got to do is you've got to make sense of the wording and what we can set equal to what. And the easiest way I have found to teach this to my nines is to have you guys set up charts. So what you're going to do for each one of these things, and in the first 2 examples, I have pre-built the chart for you. In the next one, I will not have pre-built the chart. We will build the chart together. So how the chart is going to look is it's whoever the 2 people are on the side, and then you want how old they are now, and you want how old they were then. Whenever then is. Might be the future, might be the past. So, let's fill this thing in. A father is now 3 times as old as his son. So we're going to need to introduce a variable here. Where is the best place to introduce the variable? Who said that? Tell me, why is it better to add to have the son be the variable? Because we don't know the son's age, we just know the father is 3 times the son. So let's call the son X, and we're going to call the father what? No. We do not want to invoke multiple variables. It's 3 times the son, and the son was X, so the father is going to be 3X. Okay. Then, but 8 years ago, the father was 5 times as old as his son. So we need an expression for 8 years ago. Which one minus 8? Okay, so the son is going to be x minus 8. And now we need an expression for the father. Here is a fun fact. We're actually going to get 2 different expressions for the father. We're told that 8 years ago the father was 5 times as old as his son. So, Danny? No. The father is 5 times as old as the son. Son is x minus 8. How do I do 5 times the son's age? 5 bracket x minus 8. Okay? Is there another way to talk about how old the father was 8 years ago? How old is the father now? The father is now 3x. How old was the father 8 years ago? The other expression is going to be 3x minus 8. So we get 2 different ways to get here. We go from the father down 3, or we go up this way and say, well, the father is also 5 times as old as the son was back then. So these 2 expressions have to be the same or equal to each other. So that's where we're going to get the expression from. We're going to then find that 3x minus 8 equals 5 bracket x minus 8. And I can solve this thing. We're going to distribute. So we're going to get 3x minus 8 equals 5x minus 40. I'll subtract my 3x on both sides. I'm going to add my 40 on both sides. This is the part where you guys are good. Sorry, my hands are in the way. So I'm at 40. Negative 8 plus 40 is going to give me 32. And then 5x minus 3x is 2x. I divide by 2. I divide by 2. Why do I go so fast? Because this is the part that you guys are supposed to be comfortable with, because this is the stuff that we've been doing for like 3 weeks. So then 32 divided by 2 is 16. So that represents what? How old the sun is presently. So then what we're asked to find is their present ages. So the sun is now 16. How old's the dad? 3 times 16, which is? 48, you betcha. And we're done. These, or say the ages are 16 and 48. Actually, I should put the word "and" in here. And that's it. Easy, right? The trick being to recognize, I say easy, right, with kind of my tongue firmly planted in my cheek. It's not. I know it's not. But the trick comes when you recognize that we actually have 2 expressions for one of their ages. So I'm going to write this in here. What you want to look for you want to look for 2 expressions for, that should say for one age. That is the key to all of these questions. So we're going to do another one. Andy, whoever Andy is twice as old as Kate, whoever she is. In 6 years, their ages will total 60. How old is each right now? So, how are we going to start this party? Kyla. We're going to make Kate the variable. Why? We also don't know Andy's age, though. We know Andy's age is double Kate's age. So what's the variable you want to use for Kate? K is good. I like K. So then Andy's going to be what? 2K. In 6 years, so that means 6 years from now going forward, their ages will total 60. How old is each right now? So how do I increase their ages by 6? So I'm going to have an expression here, K plus 6. And then the expression here is going to be 2K plus 6. What are we told their ages do now? We're told that they total 60. So in the previous question, we looked for 2 expressions for one age. In this question, what are we going to do?
Wait, we're just going to, can we do 2K plus 6 plus K plus 6 equals 60?
Yeah, we're just going to add their ages. 2K plus 6 plus K plus 6. So I've got Andy's age there. I've got Kate's age there. Equals 60. So now we can go through and solve this thing. So what am I going to get here when I simplify this thing? 3K plus, Rebecca? Cool. Take away 12. 3K equals, it would be 48, Kyla. Divide by 3, divide by 3. K is going to equal 16. So if she's 16, how old is Andy? There is an age gap. We don't know if they're related to each other. We don't know if they're dating. That would be illegal, actually. 2 years ago, he could be her grade 10 teacher. Because 2 years ago, I was 32 and my grade 10s are all 16. Like, that would be, this is the age gap between me and the grade 12s. Andy could be the teacher. Kate is the student. Who knows? If Andy is the father and Kate is the child, mistakes were made. Because he had her at 16. Believe it or not, I'll leave the recording going. I actually taught a married couple in high school who had a kid. Yeah. They had the kid when they were in the summer between grade 10 and 11. They got married the summer between grade 11 and grade 12. Oh, 100%. I am not lying to you. 100%. 100%. It was weird. But it happened. Okay, that's neither here nor there. So this one was slightly different. Oh, university is easy. I taught students at because I taught at U of E. I taught U of E students who are older than me. I had taught U of E students who had kids my age. Like, university is an entirely different mess. Yes. University, don't even think about it anymore. So if you're combining the ages, you don't need the two expressions because you're already creating your second expression by doing something with those ages. In this case, we added them. So we only needed one for each, yes. Okay, flip the page. I am going to include this as part of your homework. Listen real close here. I want you to do these two questions as part of your homework. I want you to try this stuff. I'll give you the answers. For the first question, for example, 3, what you're looking for is 8, 10, and 18 are the two ages. For the second one, what you're looking for is 50 and 5. Okay, and I then want you to do this. There's 8 practice questions there, and I want you to finish the automobile worker getting arrested. These 8 questions. What did they call the bug that the astronauts brought back from the moon? You have less than a minute till the bell. You may pack up should you desire to. You got a bunch of homework. Flip forward. Flip forward again. Right there, Nika. So you've got some math homework today. When the bell goes, you may also go. Have a good one.